Yo, welcome back. We are back once again around the WWE, one of the many different, we'll say, branches of Baller Central. Me and Elijah back once again to talk about the latest in WWE. Money in the Bank has passed. There was a total of 5 matches because one got added the day of the PLE. We're here to recap all that and the aftermath of it. Welcome back to Ball Central. Obviously, we have a lot basketball wise, football wise, and hey, maybe even baseball and WWE in the summer. But this is the WWE pod. We're here to talk about everything we just said. Elijah, how are we doing today?
Chilling, man. Enjoying life, man. Summer's around the corner. Um, hasn't been too much rain, so enjoying the weather. Um, you know, just good energy, good vibes, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. Always excited to talk WWE with you, especially with everything that's been going on the last couple of weeks as well. And hey, we got a great show to recap. Money in the Bank, also a little bit of fallout from Monday and I guess Friday, since we're recording this at midnight. It's Saturday AM, 12 a.m. So yeah, we can recap what happened, a little bit of what happened on Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown, since the King of the Ring tournament has started as well. But before we get into that, feel free to check out all our socials, check out all of us on the audio platform as well. Also check out the Boss Social Gaming channel, MLB and WWE content right now. Madden and college football content, it is loading currently for the summer. So stay tuned to that if you want to see college football
You getting
and
college football
Madden content.
26?
Absolutely.
Oh,
If you know how it is, if Kenny and Lawrence and them get it, I'm getting it too. So
well,
plus
uh,
it was yeah.
sad to say I won't be y'all on this one. Um, I don't know what it was, but for the game, for me, after I created a dynasty at Georgia State University and I won the chip, the game lost a lot of aura.
It
Didn't feel
was
like
more of the
it didn't really feel like there was anything else to do.
it was more nostalgia.
Yeah. So after I did that and I did a road to glory, won a few national championships, got to the league. I didn't even buy Madden, so I had nowhere to send my player. I couldn't import him anywhere, and yeah, like I said, I just game was done for me right there. So yeah, I
Makes
won't be
sense.
buying 26. I'm not buying Madden. I don't buy Madden games anymore. They're terrible. Um,
Fair enough.
I didn't buy WWE this year, but I don't know. Maybe I'll buy it.
Yeah, there'll probably be a special discount or something along the line. So
Yeah,
we'll see when that happens. But yeah, make sure to check out the gaming channel. Tons of stuff on there, plus shorts. And hey, let's get the recap underway. The first match, I believe, was the women's Money in the Bank. Roxanne, Stephanie Vaquer, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, and Julia. And throughout all the chaos, I believe we both had the same pick, but in reverse. You had Naomi and Roxanne. I had Roxanne and Naomi came along and won the championship opportunity with the briefcase. So
yeah. Way I saw it, it was way too early for Naomi for Roxanne to get the Money in the Bank title briefcase, especially with Io on Raw not really doing anything. It's easy to just have somebody just beat Io for the title, whether it be Rhea, whether it be um Julia's on SmackDown, so it would be Stephanie on Raw. Whether it's uh Lyra, Becky, you can really it's easy to just get the belt off of Io if that's the case without the Money in the Bank. I think Tiffy is granted she's not doing much on SmackDown either, but she's on a little bit more of a roll. She has a little more momentum, so it makes sense for me. It just makes sense for the Money in the Bank winner from the women to be on SmackDown, and Naomi has the most momentum out of all of them. So yeah, that was my mindset. Glad she won. As for the match, um, was it anything special? Not really, but it was a good match. There's a few spots I was happy with. Stephanie had a few spots. Julia had a few spots. Roxanne had a few spots. It was really the young girls had a few spots, but I think the right person won.
Yeah, I agree because ever since coming back, Naomi took I think I said this in the last one. Naomi took a lot of backseat action, whether it was putting people over, tag team champions, taking a lot of L's off the bat. But all that came to fruition when she won the contract. And her heel character, ever since she turned heel, has been very, very rewarding and one of the best, especially not only in during the show, but online via social media. She has brought it
Yep.
just like The Rock via social media. We bring it via social media. But yeah, she has been. That's been uh, a very, very great act so far for Naomi. So definitely great that grateful that she won this. And hey, she did a little teaser tonight with Tiffany Lynn warning her, etc., and she almost cashed in. But yeah, it's pretty much gonna be the cat and mouse game for Naomi and Tiffany now. So excited to see how that plays out, especially with Naomi's character as a heel. So next up, this one was added during Worlds Collide, the matchup. Dominic Mysterio versus Pentagon Jr. Obviously, they want to try to get as much of the interaction with different companies as I can. And why not have? It was a 4-match slate anyways. Why not add another one? And of course, I'm pretty sure even if it was announced before, I'm pretty sure me and Elijah would have chose Dom regardless. So yeah, it was a nice little luchador standoff between Dom and Pentagon Jr. I liked it. Nice little conclusion for the AAA company. I don't know if you saw it or not.
I did. Wasn't that special to me.
Yeah.
Like you said though, we both would have had Dom winning. There's no way Dom would have lost the IC title to somebody in AAA. I didn't watch the match as much. It was kind of one of those bathroom break matches.
Yep.
This past Saturday night I was also very busy, but yeah, solid solid match.
Yeah, apparently everyone in WWE is raving about the Iguana guy, Mr. Iguana.
Yeah, saw that too. But
It was a nice little act.
yeah,
Next up, IC Women's Titles match: Lyra versus Becky. Now, I think we both were expecting Bayley, I believe, to pop up, but of course, in Becky Hill fashion, she won, but with some help of pulling Lyra's tights, I believe. And then after post match, Becky tells Lyra to raise her arms through all 4 corners or sides of the ring. Then Lyra finally jumps Becky after how many times Becky has jumped her. So nice to see Lyra growing a backbone. But then on Monday night, Bayley finally shows up and attacks Becky. So we're probably gonna get that launch of. It probably will be for the title, but we'll see. It probably be a triple threat match, like I think we said earlier. But it was nice to see
I
Lyra and
think
Becky
I
go
don't
out
think
again.
Lyra and Becky's story is done yet.
Yeah.
They got to run one more, just because. And I think Bailey's probably involved in that one. But yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. Yeah, no. Basically, it was they had some action back and forth. I don't know how I felt about the ending. It felt a little off, but nonetheless, I thought Lyra was going to win. But anything to advance the story, I guess, with Becky, Bayley, and well, yeah, it's mostly Lyra versus Becky, but Bayley has the history there with Becky as well. So we'll see how that plans out. But yeah, I liked it.
Yeah, I had Becky winning. I just felt like it was no reason for her to lose to Lyra again, especially because I feel like this is going to be one of those 3-match series. Like I said, I don't think Bailey and Becky's done. Becky and Lyra's done. So because I think it's a 3-match series, I felt like why not give Bailey a little bit of reign with the belt? Just put a belt on her for a little bit, boost her stats, and then we move on. Lyra wins the third one, takes the belt, and then we have Bailey and Becky going 1-on-1. Lyra can move on to somebody else.
Right. And then we got the last 2 matches. The 4th match of the night, men's Money in the Bank LA Night. Solo Sokoa, Penta, El Grande Americano, Seth Rollins, and Andrade. Now, this had a lot of different moving pieces in it everything from Solo, Jacob Fatu, and I believe JC Mateo was there.
Yeah, he was.
Yep. Also, Seth and his squad was there as well. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And then I believe that was it for any run-ins. Yeah. So basically, a lot of chaos. As expected, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker helped Seth secure that title opportunity with the Money in the Bank briefcase. As expected, I think everyone was predicting that would happen, and rightfully so, since he basically said it, called the shot anyway. So, yeah, I think it was a predictable match, but there was a lot of, different great spots, and nice to see, Penta and Andrade get some love on this match as well. Because this is LA Knight's third Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins has been here before, obviously. Also, and Solo, obviously, he had some decent ring stunts in there, but his little mannerisms and, little, what's it called? Reactions in the ring was some highlights as well, especially him making fun of other people in the ring. I thought that was funny from Solo. So.
Yeah, Solo's really coming into his own character now, away from the bloodline stuff. The OG bloodline, I mean, he's coming away from that, stoic guy just not saying anything. No, we're actually getting Solo and some personality, which is gonna endear him to the crowd. So I'll say that.
Yeah.
Other than that, Andrade, not a believable winner. LA Knight again. This is a heel. This is a heel. Normally heels win Money in the Bank. The last face that won Money in the Bank was who?
Who won 2 years ago?
Drew was a heel last year. 2 years ago, I know 3 years ago was Theory. But I can't remember. But I don't remember the last face to really win Money in the Bank. Maybe it was Cena. I think it was actually Cena back in 2012 when he accidentally won it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Let's see, because Priest won it.
Priest was a heel. The Judgment
What?
Day, more Money in the Bank.
Oh, so Rollins, McIntyre, Priest, Austin Theory, Biggie 2021.
All right, Biggie was a face. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
That's interesting, but like, yeah, Money in the Bank is really a face thing. I mean, a heel thing.
Otis won it before.
Otis did win it in 2020. Yep.
Oh shit! I completely forgot
I
Otis won it.
remember it was in I think Corbin's hands, Baron Corbin's hands. Him and I'm trying to remember him and he was wrestling with it with somebody over it, and it both of them had it. Both of them took it down off the thing. This was during the pandemic. Both of them took it down off, and after that, it slipped out of I think Corbin's hands, and Otis was standing at the bottom of the ladder, just caught it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't even say it was dumb. It was just it didn't make sense, but it was what it was. Aside from that, um, yeah. I mean, the Miz ended up taking it from him, and the Miz ended up cashing in on who was the champ at the time? Drew McIntyre. So
Yeah. But yeah, now we wait until to see when does Seth cash in. Because there's plenty of opportunities, but he's probably gonna have to chase Gunther now since Jay is no longer champion. So
I also am interested to see who he cashes in on, because it could be it's easy to cash in and take the World Heavyweight Championship back from Gunther or whatever. But if he's here because he's trying to be the face of the industry, I don't understand. I feel like he's gonna end up taking it from Cena. That's just where I am with it. If I
Yeah.
was him, that's what I would do. I don't know what your thoughts are, but
Hmm. Honestly, as soon as he won, I was thinking Gunther immediately because I don't know if he would want to go to. I don't know if we ever seen like someone cross brand steal a title with
yeah,
Money
we
in the
have.
Bank. We have.
He actually did.
Oh yeah. Hmm. Honestly, yeah. If you do want to be face of the company, you're right. Yeah, Cena would be the best choice because obviously that's the title that more people are paying attention to other than Gunther's. So sure.
I just actually hope that our truth is actually the one to dethrone Cena.
Ron Killings.
Sorry, Ron Killings, but I hope that that's the scenario that we end up getting because I'm sorry, my ear just out. But yeah, the way his character is happening, I feel like this could be a Cody Cryberry scenario where Ron Killings is just that much over. You know, Jay Uso scenario where he's just that much over with the crowd, and booking is forced to make a decision that they can walk it back, but by putting the belt on somebody else. But I feel like booking might be forced to make a decision and let Ron Killings have a reign with that title,
Yeah.
no matter how short.
So apparently, with this character, our truth is still his fighting name because I saw it on a graphic. It's still our truth versus John Cena next week on SmackDown, but he wants to go by Ron Killings. I'm guessing some type of schizophrenic character I saw online, but because he said Ron Killings is driving the boat, but it's still our truth.
I'm not mad either way, man.
Yeah, because I mean I don't know what negotiations went down for Money in the Bank because we're gonna talk about the main event right now. Yeah, Cody, Jay, Cena, and Logan. It came down to the very end. Cena was about to win via same strategy as always. This title reign, use the title to his advantage, hit somebody, but before he could do so, uh, Ron Killings came back, attacked Cena, and then Cody and Jay got the win. So I didn't. Yeah, this wasn't planned. Apparently, this was not a script from the beginning or a planned plot from the beginning to pretend our truth got is getting fired or getting released, etc., etc. This is all they got
No,
it done immediately. So yeah, the power of the people. Because yeah, Monday Night Raw, uh, before Monday Night in the Bank, they in Friday Night SmackDown, we heard our truth chants throughout the whole show. So yeah, the people got our truth back. So shout out to them. People power.
yeah. Shout out to people. Like sometimes y'all do something good.
Sometimes.
I'll still never forgive y'all for the Cody taking over for Rock thing, but because we're never gonna get Rock Roman now. I hope you guys know that. But
Yeah, it was just that one shot, and nope, never again.
yeah, like I'm sorry. That just bothers me so much because like I knew Cody was gonna end up dethroning Roman, right?
Yep.
And I know there was no other stage to do it than WrestleMania. But like the only way we would have gotten Rock Roman is if it would have happened WrestleMania 40 in Vegas. And instead we got, the end of the reign, which is fine. It's just we'll never get Rock Roman at this point now. So yeah. I know I just said that, but it just bothers me so much. There's not a lot
Yeah.
of dream matches that we get. We're not gonna get Shawn versus Seth. We're not gonna get Shawn versus AJ,
True.
We're
We can
probably
still get
never gonna get Cena versus Braun Breaker.
we can still get Cena versus AJ though.
We already got Cena versus AJ though. I'm saying like
Yeah. One last
I'm
time.
talking
Yeah.
about like dream matches that we want to see.
Oh yeah.
Like we'll never get to see Undertaker versus Aleister Black. We'll never. I don't know if that's really a dream match, but still,
Somebody's.
we'll never get Aleister Black versus I mean,
We got Bo Dallas versus Aleister Black. There we go.
we'll never get Aleister Black versus Shawn Michaels. We'll never get Triple H versus Braun Breaker would have been a banger. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll probably never get We'll obviously never get Bronson Reed versus Kane or something like that. You know, those are some dream matches that we'll just never get. And it's like we had Rock Roman there as a dream match for
Once in a
everybody,
lifetime.
and it's gone. It evaporated just like that. So, yeah.
Quick,
But
babies.
yeah, it is what it is.
Hey.
Man.
How old is Rock anyways?
He's about 56, I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
At this point, would have been able to go?
He was able to go WrestleMania 40. He's 53.
Damn. Yeah.
I mean, Undertaker retired at 55, but it's different because Rock is actively acting in Hollywood already.
Yeah. And Undertaker, obviously, he only wrestled one time a year at WrestleMania.
Yeah, and Undertaker wasn't acting like this. And you see Cena's full-time acting in Hollywood, and he's out. He's out of here. This is the last 6.5 months of John Cena that we get.
Like 18, 17 dates maybe left?
I think it's only 17 dates left. It might be 16 after tonight. I forgot what the counter is on Monday.
It was 19 on Monday.
So that means it's 18. Tonight so there's 17 days left of Cena.
Yep.
It's just like I said, man. Shout out, the internet for getting our Ron Killings back. Shout out for the locker room for putting in that work to get him back. But
yep, it was a huge locker room move.
Yeah.
Why
not doing this to get Miz back though? That's what I want to know.
Wait, was the Miz one actually true?
Miz is gone.
Oh wow.
Let's get back to Money in the Bank, man.
I didn't know that. I thought his. Oh yeah.
Nah, that's real.
Damn.
They mutually agreed to part ways.
True, but what more does Miz have to do at WWE though? He's already a two-time Grand Slam champion.
That's not the point, man.
True, but yeah, he has been one of those.
There's just some people that from I hate to say this, but from our childhood that you just can't release. Like, why is Goldberg still here?
He has been a staple, for WWE. I can see that actually.
Like Miz has done a lot. There's no way you just let his contract run out. R-Truth, Ron Killings, whatever you want to call him, he's done a lot. There's no way you just let his contract run out.
They let Edges.
These guys never left.
Yeah.
We can't talk about Edge. He's done a lot, but he left for AEW. He made his choice. Can't talk about Ricochet. He left. Can't talk about Ambrose.
Christian would have been a better example than Ricochet.
No, but these guys they were here for a while, but they left. They made their choice. True. And it's just some guys that their contract's running out or whatever. But I get it, TKO. Y'all just got here, but loyalty is loyalty, and it's
TKO's messing up a lot of stuff.
They were here. They helped us through a lot. The Miz pandemic, he was on the front lines. Him and Morrison, they was on the front lines.
Yep, and he was one of the best mics in all of sports entertainment.
R-Truth, he had nothing to do. Y'all gave him the 24/7 championship. Look what it turned into.
He made that championship.
Exactly. So there's just some people you just can't let their contract go. I doubt, even though Cena's not going to be here to wrestle, he'll still be contracted in some way. Randy's still going to be contracted in some way. Hunter, you see, he's the COO now. There's some guys that you just don't let go. And that was
Seth Rollins.
That is one of them as well. Roman, I think Roman is still one of them too. As part-time as he is, he's one guy that you just can't not afford for him to be a free agent for real.
Yeah. Untouchables, as you might say.
Yeah. There's a lot of people in a lot of different industries that should be untouchables, where it's if you have the opportunity to get them, that's not something you pass up. You have the opportunity to keep him. Not something you pass up.
MJF, AEW.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if AEW ever let him go. I'd be very surprised. I was very surprised that Cody left AEW. But MJF be very surprised. Kenny Omega be very surprised.
Swerve Strickland.
Swerve, I'd be very surprised. There's another guy in AEW. I'm trying to remember his name.
Hangman.
Yes, I'd be very surprised if somebody's like if he left. There's one more. He was the champ for a while. As we're not AEW. Well, I'm not an avid AEW watcher. I watch
here and there. Yeah, same.
Here and there when I have nothing to do on a Wednesday, but it's not the main show that I'll tune into.
Yeah, but Moxley wouldn't count for Moxley. I wouldn't say Chris Jericho. But
I wouldn't say Chris Jericho. I believe he should have stayed in WWE.
Yeah. You said the champion. Former champion.
Yeah, let's not worry about it. It doesn't matter for real.
Orange Cassidy.
let's get into the final match here.
Okay, so Cody and Jay win thanks to R-Truth, Ron Killen coming back, and pretty much it sets up for Night of Champions and possibly, and we get R-Truth versus John Cena next week on SmackDown as well. So, because they argued a lot tonight, so I don't know how you felt about the tag team match. And Logan Paul may be injured, rumor, speculation. So I don't know how true that is, but there's apparently he's injured.
He's barely here anyway. Hard time.
Yeah.
I will say that Logan Paul continues to excel in the ring. Continues to grow. And I can appreciate him carrying the match because John is getting old. From the heel side. As for Jay, whatever, nigga. Hey man,
you didn't like Yeet Man? Were you happy he lost his title to Gunther?
Let's not get there yet. We'll get there. But Jay's very limited in the ring, and we know that. And he's been working. Don't get me wrong; he's working on getting better in the ring and everything. But I'm glad that we had Cody there for the hot tag. Cody, please give it to the Cody Cutter. The move is it just doesn't make sense as a move anymore. Like the setup is just so.
It's a good thing, my brother. They come on then. He would have defended Cody like crazy. He loves the Cody Cutter.
Hey man, no, the Cody Cutter is literally a modified RKO, and it's just like the setup of you jumping off the ropes and running and falling back to this guy who's clearly watching you fall through the air to do the move. It's just some moves in WWE. Like it's just like.
Do you like Javon Evans' cutter?
Huh?
Do you like Javon's cutter?
No.
Javon Evans?
I don't like any springboard cutters.
Oh, I do. I love springboard moves. So.
I like springboard moves. Like Phenomenal Forearm's a springboard move.
What about
I like it. It's only worth it when it's timed properly. Like the Cody Cutter, you have the guy sitting here like this, waiting for you to come back from the ropes just so he can lay out. It does not make sense. It's Samoa Joe, like Samoa Joe's nope, that little thing that he does where he just walks away.
Yep.
Okay? Everybody should do that for the Cody Cutter. Because why am I standing here watching you do this? I'm clearly alert. I can literally just But with WWE, some things don't make sense at all as well. Like if someone's trying to cash in, the ref acts confused for like 5-10 minutes. I mean, I'm sure it's an unwritten rule, but still, it's just the moves and the in ring. It's just it gets.
You don't like the Soul Snatcher?
No.
Oh, why don't you like this? Oh,
I'm not a fan either. What?
Oh,
that's neither here nor there.
Okay, but yeah, let's get back to the main event at Money in the Bank. Yeah, I mean, we will pick Cody and Jay to win, so it's not like they were gonna. There's no way Cody comes back to take an L.
I mean, I went 100% for the event.
You did.
Yeah,
because we both agreed we would have took Dom no matter what. So yeah.
Yeah, we
Was
talked about it. But
yep,
other than that, like, I mean, solid event. It's Money in the Bank. It's a little close after WrestleMania season. We gotta. We gotta build up. We gotta build back up for SummerSlam,
yep,
and that was the purpose of today. I mean, this past weekend.
yep,
But
pretty
want to get into
much.
Monday.
Yeah, and then yeah, that's pretty much the recap. But before we head out, I want to talk to you about King of the Ring.
No, let's get into Monday before we get into King of the Ring.
Okay, gotcha. Because we're at 30 minutes. I didn't want to go too long. So just a heads up.
Not fair.
Okay. So, yeah, Monday.
What you brought it up before about Jay losing his title to Gunther. How
And
do I
this
feel
is
about it?
yeah.
I feel fine about it.
Rikishi didn't.
I know Rikishi didn't. He's thinking that Jey Uso didn't have a fair chance, but let's be real here. If we're watching Gunther's storyline from Mania, the Pat McAfee match, him shaking his hand was him getting back on track. Now Gunther, his mind is back on track. He wants gold again. He's unfortunate to say, he's just that much better than Jay. That it was very believable for him to, end up getting a rematch because he is Gunther. He lost the title and never got a rematch. And I guess we're bringing
Yeah,
back clauses.
they
But
pick and choose when to do that clause. They really do.
hey, it is what it is, though. But
Yeah.
they gave him a rematch clause, and he said he'll take whoever wins from Jay and Logan, but he's winning that title back. And that's exactly how it went. He won that title back. And I don't think that if Logan did end up beating Jay that Saturday night, that the result would have been any different.
Yeah, I agree.
They're putting Gunther back on track, and they're about to give him a very noteworthy feud in Goldberg. And I think that this reign with the World Heavyweight Championship will be a lot more prestigious than the previous reign, because the previous reign was a little, it lacked something. And I feel like this reign won't lack what that one lacked. So as for Jay losing the title, Jay is still very much over. Jay just got the cover of 2K26.
Yep, I saw that.
Okay, 2K26 is not even they. I don't even know if they really even started putting in work for that game yet in terms of production. Like
Yeet, man.
the game came out in March. We're in June. There's a
Yep.
whole 9 months. They announced the cover of Roman, not Roman. Who got 25? It was Roman.
It was Roman, yeah. It was Bloodline, yeah. Roman.
They announced that in December or January. They're giving it to Jay in June. Okay, he will be fine.
Apparently, a Uso reunion.
That I mean, it needs to come because Jimmy is not going to make it as a solo star on SmackDown. There's too much going on,
Yeah, because New Day was talking mad shit about Jey Uso.
and
And
that's
then
where I think
the
their
season,
storyline
yeah.
goes. I think that New Day, first of all, this New Day stuff, that New Day stuff was funny. It was fucking hilarious. Give them that one, but that's exactly where that story goes. With that video coming out, it makes perfect sense for Jimmy and Jay to reunite on Raw, and this is more of the reason. Actually, that's not more reason than anything, but that's a perfect feud for them to start with. New Day, take the titles off of them. That Raw Tag Team division is poverty. So
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, it's not a
SmackDown,
good
look, you got
SmackDown.
MCMG, you got
We got a
Street
lot.
Profits, you got DIY, you got not Heavy Machine,
Wyatt's. Yeah.
you got the Wyatt Six, you got what's them boys?
Fraxium.
Fraxium, what's them?
Pretty Deadly.
Eric and Ivar, War Raiders.
They're on,
Oh,
they're on
they're
Raw.
on Raw. They're on Raw.
Pretty Deadly.
Pretty Deadly's on SmackDown as well.
Yeah.
Grayson and Theory, I think they're on Raw actually now.
Yeah, they're on Raw. Yeah.
But still, like the SmackDown Tag Team division it's on fire. The Raw Tag Team division needs some work, and I think adding the Usos to that division would be perfect.
Yeah, it's like what Judgment Day, War Raiders, New Day.
Judgment
That's
Day
pretty
is
much it.
like half a tag team. Like
Yeah.
they switch partners every single week because it could be Dom and Finn, or it could be Dom and JD. Then all of a sudden it's JD and Finn, and it's like
Yep.
they're not
Free
consistent.
Freebirds.
Yeah,
Yeah, they do need some help. Yeah, because outside of that, there's not much. So yeah. Also King of the Ring as well, building up to Night of Champions. Next week it's gonna be I think the semifinals or like some of it because we already have Randy Orton versus I believe Sami Zayn, and then Cody Rhodes faces the winner of the Jey Uso Bronson Reed and that matchup. So yeah, because they were teasing a mystery opponent for the King of the Ring tournament. I don't like that Jey still got it. I was expecting like a returning Ilya Dragunov, like a lot of people.
that's what I was expecting as well. I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly the
Yeah,
name I
either
had.
him or Ricky Saints from NXT. That's
Nah,
what I
it
was
had to be
expecting.
Ilya, bro. There was nobody else. It was Ilya.
True, but it would have been nice.
But it
Yeah,
just
but
shows that the
yeah,
King of the Ring winner is most likely, and it's going to be another Cody Glaze session. They're going to give it to Cody. Cody's going to face Cena at SummerSlam. He's going to win the title back, and that's the storyline that they're pushing for sure.
it's going to be Randy versus Cody in the finals.
It has to be. And
Yeah,
then
that's what. I saw the brackets. Like, yeah, it's going to be Randy versus Cody, isn't it?
like that's the only thing that makes sense. And yeah,
But for the women, it might be a little tougher to figure out who.
I
Because
mean,
hold on,
we have Charlotte in there.
Rhodes. Charlotte lost tonight, so yeah.
Oh, she did.
Alexa Bliss won the matchup.
I didn't see SmackDown on that, guys.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss and Jade Cargill advanced.
This is a Jade thing, man. I think Naomi probably cashes in before SummerSlam. So Naomi is champ, and I think Jade wins, and then that's probably where they go with that one. If I could give my way too early predictions, that's where I'm going with it.
Yeah, I think Jade deserves some shine. I'm trying to find the women's bracket. But yeah, I think because Roxanne advanced to the next round. Who else advanced to the next round? I think it was.
I didn't watch Raw either. I have to like fully watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very interesting to see how this is all going to play out for the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring because now there's the incentive of you get a title match.
And that's why I picked who I just picked. I picked Cody and I picked Jade.
Yeah, I'm glad that Jade will get an opportunity. Where is it? Yeah, but I think we already got everyone settled for the women. Queen of the Ring. Because it's going to be. I don't think Bianca's in it because injury. Yeah, that's her finger. Oof. Her finger looked rough.
I didn't see.
Okay, it's
because I'm turning on SmackDown as soon as we're done here.
Gotcha. Yeah, so Rhea, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez. Roxanne Perez won that matchup. Jade Cargill, Michin, Piper Niven, and Nia Jax. Cargill won that matchup, so Jade and Roxanne advance on the left. And for the right, Flair, Bliss, Chelsea Green, who didn't show up because she's on vacation. So Alba Fire replaced her. Candice LeRae, Alexa Bliss stole that spot. And then Asuka, Stephanie Vaquer, Raquel Rodriguez, and Ivy Now will be, I believe, this upcoming Monday. So yeah. Zayn versus So far it's Perez versus Ocargo in the semifinals, and then Bliss faces the winner of Asuka, Vaquer, Rodriguez, and Niall.
Okay.
Yeah, and then for the men, Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton, and then Cody Rhodes faces the winner of Sheamus, Rusev, Bronson Reed, and Jey Uso. Oh, Cody versus Jay. That'd be interesting.
You said
'Cause
Sheamus, Reed, Jey Uso, and who?
Sheamus, Rusev, Bronson
Rusev.
Reed, and Jey Uso.
Oh, Sheamus and Rusev are both gonna lose. So it's between
Yeah.
Bronson Reed and Jay. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna have to be Jay.
Yeah, they want to see Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. Yeah, so I think we're probably gonna end up seeing a Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton final, and then like you said, probably a Jade Cargill versus.
Who's on the other side again?
For which one?
Who's is Jade and who's on the other side of that bracket?
Okay, so it's Jade versus Roxanne right now, and then it's gonna be Alexa Bliss versus the winner of Asuka, Stephanie Vaquer, Raquel, and Ivy Nile. It's got to be Stephanie, right?
I wouldn't sleep on Alexa.
Oh, I'm talking about the lower bracket. Sorry, like who's gonna win out of that four in that bracket? It has to be Stephanie Vaquer to win that bottom right spot, right?
Maybe.
Either her or maybe Asuka, but
I didn't even know Asuka was back.
yeah, she returns. She returns for that matchup. Honestly, yeah, we're probably gonna see Bliss versus Vaquer. Maybe I'm leaning towards. I'm hoping for. Honestly, I would love to see Alexa Bliss get an opportunity, but I'm feeling it might be a Jade versus Stephanie Vaquer final.
I feel like it's gonna be a Jade versus Alexa final.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking Jade could easily overpower
Like
Alexa.
Stephanie should be headed to that mid card title scene where Lyra is. That's where I think Stephanie should be heading. I don't think she should go to the main event just yet.
Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense, actually.
But yeah.
Yeah, so yeah. That's King and Queen of the Ring. We'll see how it turns out. Obviously, it's pretty much obvious for the men. The women's gonna be we think it's Jade, but it's a little bit more unpredictable than the men's side of things. So we'll see how those play out. Hey, last words before we head out, because it is 12:51.
Last words is just good money, drink water, man. I don't feel like being creative tonight, so just do that. Go to the
I
gym.
do not blame you at all. It is late.
late. It's very late.
We always record these late now.
The issue is for those who, I mean, we're not going to sit here and tell all our business, but we both work. And also tonight was game 4 of the finals, so we had to wait for that game to end.
Damn SGA.
Good SGA, man. As a Knicks fan, I have to root for the Thunder. I can't root for the Pacers.
Even after all that history you went with OKC social media?
As a Knicks fan, I have to root for the Thunder.
So you're just gonna forget all the drama you had in the past with the
I'm not
OKC.
forgetting it. I hate both teams, and I want both teams to lose, but somebody has to win. And if somebody does win, I'd much rather it be the Thunder than it be Tyrese Halliburton.
Damn.
Don't get me wrong.
A lesser of both evils.
Listen, don't get me wrong. If Tyrese wins, I won't be mad. If SGA wins, I won't be mad. It's none of them are direct rivals for my team. So,
well, I mean, technically, the Pacers are probably rivals.
I don't want to get a ring.
The Pacers are your rivals.
Not direct. Not as direct as Philly and Boston.
I mean, Philly's pretty much done. So.
Still, they're in the division.
Oh, okay, division. Oh, yeah, but you got.
I know.
The Pacers have always been.
I know, conference-wise, history-wise, very much so.
Yeah,
but it's kind of like looking at, if I can compare it to NBA to the NFL, as a Jets fan, as a New York fan, as a Jets fan, I'm fine rooting for Kansas City over Philly because, as a New Yorker, like the Chiefs.
But you just love to hate watch on Jalen Hurts. So
there's somebody else's problem. Yes, we're in the same conference, but the Chiefs are somebody else's problem. They're the Chargers, Broncos, Raiders problem. Okay? The Eagles directly affect me because I'm a New Yorker and that's Philly. There's a rivalry there. Boston, New York, there's a rivalry there. So like that's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
But I do listen, I do hate Indiana and
they have a deep history with New York, so that's tough.
yeah,
That's a tough sell, to be honest.
that's why like I have to root for OKC because of the history.
Imagine
But
telling yourself that like a year ago.
it is what it is.
I'm sure for OKC. Okay. Yeah, hey, fair enough. For me, if anything else, sorry for cutting you off.
You said what?
Anything else?
No, that's it for me, man. I'm
Okay.
ready to go to sleep.
Gotcha, same. I have to edit this.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting here playing my road to the show because I haven't played it in weeks. I've been on Diamond Dynasty, and that's all I've been playing. But I was playing my road to the show just to. I want a ring, but
yeah, I got to the playoffs with the Red Sox. We got smoked in the ALDS.
Yep, same here. And I requested a trade. I now play for the Yankees.
Ugh. Yeah, I got one with the Red Sox, or I got to delete the game. So we'll see how that goes. It's a reminder: check out the gaming channel for that series. Road to the Show, MLB, the Show 25, Twin to Ball Central Gaming. Also, Elijah has some content coming up on there soon as well. For me, yeah, check out the socials, check out all the audio stuff, check out the gaming channel, WWE, MLB, NFL, college football, NBA, a whole bunch of different gaming stuff on there, plus shorts as well. So yeah, apparently our shorts have been carrying us. So thank you, shorts, on both channels, the podcast channel and the gaming channel. So hey, shout out short form content. Yeah, with that being said, next stop is Night of Champions at Saudi Arabia 2 weeks from now. So in 2 weeks from now, we'll basically drop the other one on Saturday. So yeah, 2 Saturdays from now we'll be dropping our predictions for that show. Hopefully it's decent because, like Elijah said, the crowds, they can be a little lackluster. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, with that being said, this has been Baller Central, myself and Elijah around the WWE once again. And we will see you next time for the Night of Champions predictions. And we are out. Deuces.